Hey guys, we're going to be reading chapters 36 and 37 today in the book of Exodus. We are almost out of the book of Exodus. There's only 40 chapters in this book, so we should be finishing it. I'm just going to go ahead and try to finish it tomorrow, even though tomorrow's Saturday and my kids will be home, so it'll probably be wild while I'm reading, but let's get started. 36. Bezalel and Aholabab, if I'm saying those names correctly. If I'm not, forgive me. And all the skilled people are to work the Lord has commanded. The Lord has given them wisdom and understanding to know how to do all the work of constructing the sanctuary. So Moses summoned Bezalel, Aholabab, and every skilled person in whose heart the Lord had placed wisdom, all whose hearts moved them to come to the work and do it. They took from Moses' presence all the contributions that the Israelites had brought for the task of making the sanctuary. Meanwhile, the people continued to bring free will offerings morning after morning. Then all the artisans who were doing all the work for the sanctuary came one by one from the work they were doing and said to Moses, "The people are bringing more than is needed for the construction of the work of the Lord." For the construction of the work the Lord commanded to be done. And Moses gave an order. They sent a proclamation throughout the camp, "Let no man or woman make anything else as an offering for the sanctuary." So the people stopped. The materials were sufficient for them to do all the work. There was more than enough. Building the tabernacle. As the skilled artisans among those doing the work made the tabernacle with 10 curtains, Bezalel made them of finely spun linen, as well as blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, with a design of cherubim worked into them. Each curtain was 42 feet long and 6 feet wide. All the curtains had the same measurements. He joined 5 of the curtains to each other, and the other 5 curtains he joined to each other. He made loops of blue yarn on the edge of the last curtain in the first set, and did the same on the edge of the outermost curtain in the second set. He made 50 loops on the one curtain and 50 loops on the edge of the curtain in the second set, so the loops lined up with each other. He also made 50 gold clasps and joined the curtains to each other, so that the tabernacle became a single unit. He made curtains of goat hair for a tent over the tabernacle. He made 11 of them. Each curtain was 45 feet long and 6 feet wide. All 11 curtains had the same measurements. He joined 5 of the curtains together. He made 50 loops on the edge of the outermost curtain in the first set and 50 loops on the edge of the corresponding curtain in the second set. He made 50 bronze clasps, to join the tent together as a single unit. He also made a covering for the tent from ram skins dyed red and a covering of fine leather on top of it. He made uprights of 27 inches wide. Each support had 2 tenons for joining one to another. He did the same for all the supports of the tabernacle. He made supports for the tabernacle as follows: 20 for the south side, and he made 40 silver bases to put under the 20 supports, 2 bases under the first support for its 2 tenons, and 2 bases under each of the following supports for their 2 tenons. For the second side of the tabernacle, the north side, he made 20 supports with their 40 silver bases, 2 bases under the first support, and 2 bases under each of the following ones. And for the back of the tabernacle, on the west side, he made 6 supports. He also made 2 additional supports for the 2 back corners of the tabernacle. They were paired at the bottom and joined together at the top of a single ring. This is what he did with both of them for the 2 corners. So there were 8 supports with their 16 silver bases, 2 bases under each one. He made 5 crossbars of acacia wood for the supports on one of the sides of the tabernacle, 5 crossbars for the supports on the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 crossbars for those at the back of the tabernacle for one end to the other. He overlaid them with gold and made their rings out of gold as holders for the crossbars. He also overlaid the crossbars with gold. Then he made the curtain with purple and scarlet yarn and finely spun linen. He made it with the design of cherubim worked into it. He made 4 pillars of acacia wood for it and overlaid them with gold. Their hooks were of gold, and he cast 4 silver bases for the pillars. He made a screen embroidered with blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely spun linen for the entrance to the tent. Together with its 5 pillars and their hooks, he overlaid the tops of the pillars and their bands with gold, but their 5 bases were bronze. 37. Bezalel, hopefully I said that right, made the Ark of Achaia wood, 45 inches long, 27 inches wide, and 27 inches high. He overlaid it with pure gold inside and out and made gold molding all around it. He cast 4 gold rings for its 4 feet, and 2 rings on one side and 2 rings on the other side. He made poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He inserted the poles into the rings on the sides for carrying the ark. He made a mercy seat of pure gold, 45 inches long and 27 inches wide. He made 2 cherubim of gold. He made them of hammered work at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. One cherub Run, don't even know how to say it. Not even sure I'm saying that word right to begin with now. One cherub at one end and one cherub at the other end at ease with the mercy seat. They had wings spread out. They faced each other and covered the mercy seat with their wings. The faces of the cherubim were looking toward the mercy seat, making the table. He constructed the table of acacia wood, 36 inches long, 18 inches wide, and 27 inches high. He overlaid it with pure gold and made a gold molding all around it. He made a 3-inch frame all around it and made a gold molding all around its frame. He cast 4 gold rings for it and attached the rings to the 4 corners at its 4 legs. The rings were next to the frame as holders for the poles to carry the table. He made the poles for carrying the table from acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He also made the utensils that would be on the table out of pure gold, its plates, its cups, as well as its bowls and pitchers for pouring drink offerings, making the lampstand. Then he made the lampstand out of pure hammered gold. He made it all one piece, its base and shaft, its ornamental cups, and its buds and petals. 6 branches extended from its sides, 3 branches of the stand from one side and 3 branches of the lampstand from the other side. There were 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with a bud and petals, 1 branch, and 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with a bud and petals on the next branch. It was this way for the 6 branches that extended from the lampstand. There were 4 cups shaped like almond blossoms on the lampstand shaft, along with its buds and petals. For the 6 branches that extended from it, a bud was under the first pair of branches from it, a bud under the second pair of branches from it, and a bud under the third pair of branches from it. Their buds and their branches were of one piece with it. All of it was a single piece of pure gold. He also made 7 lamps, snuffers, and fire pans of pure gold. He made it all, its utensils, of 75 pounds of pure gold. Dang. Making the altar of incense. He made the altar of incense out of acacia wood. It was square, 18 inches long, and 18 inches wide. It was 36 inches high. Its horns were of one piece with it. He overlaid its top all around its sides and its horns with pure gold. Then he made a gold molding all around it. He made 2 gold rings for it under the molding, one on 2 of its sides. He put these on the opposite sides of it to be holders for the poles to carry it with. He made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He also made the holy anointing oil and the pure, fragrant, and expertly blended incense. And that was chapter 37. Tomorrow, we're going to be finishing the book of Exodus. So instead of reading 2 chapters, we're just going to go ahead and read the final 3. And then we'll be in the book of Leviticus. And I'm about to go live again and read a few chapters out of this book for those that are following. So if you give me a second to exit out of this, I will be right back.